Like a fine wine that ages with time, some guns get more valuable every day. For most gun enthusiasts, it's a rule of thumb to hold on to guns, but that's especially true for these firearms. If you own any of these guns, hold on tight because they should continue to rise in value. Better yet, if you happen to run across one of these firearms for sale, it might be a good idea to purchase it. Forget stocks and bonds. Any of these guns could deliver a strong return on investment given the right purchase price. Without further ado, here's our list of the 10 guns you should never sell under any circumstances. Thompson submachine gun. There are very few truly iconic firearms, ones that the lay public as well as gun nuts can identify at first sight. Not only are those instantly recognizable guns a perfect representation of the era in which they were designed and first used, but they have a look and feel all of their own that sets them apart from the rest of the firearms of the world. Already emblematic for its US Prohibition-era use by both criminals and police, the Thompson SMG was especially treasured by paratroopers for its effectiveness in close-quarters combat. The United States produced over 1.5 million Thompson submachine guns during World War II. The Marine Corps had been using the Thompson SMG for years before World War II started. But after the United States entered the war, the Thompson finally was placed in full production to stock the arsenals of the United States, and it proved to be one of the most effective and desired firearms in the hands of the US soldiers around the world. Browning High Power. One of the most popular overall service pistols on the surplus handgun market today is the Browning High Power. This gun is one of the most widely used service pistols in history and has been used by the armed forces of over 50 different countries and is considered by many to be the king of surplus pistols. It pioneered double-stack magazines and quickly made them the standard. The single-action trigger isn't the best, and the magazine safety is lame. But overall, the High Power is a fantastic firearm. These sure-shooting surplus pistols are fun to shoot and quite accurate. Unlike most of the pistols on this list, this gun keeps up with the competition with their aftermarket 17-round magazines. It's slightly old school with an optical rail, but hell, it killed enough Nazis, commies, and fascists to earn its spot as a top-flight fighting pistol. Despite its popularity, an actual Browning High Power can be very pricey on the secondary market. However, collectors on a budget will be happy to know there are several variants available on the surplus market that are much more affordable. For example, the FEG manufactured variant can be found in the $350 range. When compared to the often $1,000 plus Brownings, that is a steal. Beretta 92. Starting this list off strong, how does a full-size Italian-made pistol sound? The Beretta 92 became a favorite of police agencies across the United States after it was adopted in its military variant, the M9A1, by the armed forces. An Italian gem, this single-action, double-action pistol is extremely reliable, heavy, and accurate. When the US Army decided to transition to a different pistol, a lot of law enforcement agencies decided to make a switch as well. This has resulted in a steady influx of surplus, used Beretta 92 variants entering the market. I've seen used, good-condition surplus Beretta 92s going for as little as $350, and I love it. I love its all-steel construction and how it fits in my hand, making it one of the few pistols I use that is heavy in all the right ways. Walther P38. Like the P08, Walther P38 was quite popular with troops so armed. It was much more reliable and rugged than the Luger P08. The P38 was the first pistol to combine a locked breech with a DASA trigger, whereby the hammer could rest with a round in the chamber, and the first shot could be fired in double-action mode with subsequent shots fired in the single-action mode. This design has been copied numerous times, up to and including today for most modern pistols, until the advent of the striker-fired pistol. The P38 even enjoyed the respect of many Allied soldiers. wartime captured P-38s found their way to the hips of many in the infantry, paratroopers, and pilots. After the war, the market became flush with surplus P-38s. Many were brought to the States as wartime souvenirs by returning soldiers. The P-38 was made in a number of variants. Early experimentation with chamberings like 38 Super and 45 ACP didn't go far. A few chambered in 7.65 by 21mm parabellum and 22 long rifle versions were also manufactured and sold. Walther also made a P-38K with a short barrel, but it is actually made from the P-4 pistol. Very few of these were made. Consequently, they are very high-priced. M1 Garand. The M1 Garand was the standard U.S. Army infantry rifle during World War II, a semi-automatic rifle that General George S. Patton called the greatest battle implement ever devised. In most battles, the Garand's speed of fire combined with the powerful 30-06 cartridge gave U.S. troops a distinct advantage. Submachine guns were coming into wide adoption, but they only provided a benefit at close range. Everyone wanted a firearm that provided similar firepower to a machine gun, but was accurate over great distances, like a bolt-action rifle. And while various solutions were coming to light, none of them provided the same elegant solution to the problem that John Garand did. Whereas the German, Italian, and Japanese armies still issued bolt-action rifles as the standard for their infantry, the M1 was semi-automatic and retained high accuracy. Among the obvious advantages this provided, it led to the Japanese strategy of banzai charge being far less effective, since they now faced an enemy with a high rate of fire. The M1 could also be accessorized with a bayonet or even a grenade launcher. The M1 Garand is a masterpiece of firearm engineering, the perfect blend of wood and steel. It's an amazing piece of history, both for its engineering achievement and the role it played in history. SIG SAUER P210. With a history that dates back to 1947, the SIG SAUER P210 was the combat handgun for the Swiss military, and is regarded as one of the most legendary, reliable, and accurate firearms in the world. The SIG commercial design designation for the pistol was initially SP-47-8. This changed to P210 in 1957 to match SIG's nomenclature. The commercial pistol lacks the military version's loaded chamber indicator. In 2020, SIG SAUER brings this venerable pistol back to the market with a new P210 standard. A modern interpretation of the classic pistol, it keeps the same sleek lines and comfortable handling, while adding modern features, such as a push-button magazine release and thumb safety. The P210 also features 3-dot contrast sights, classically styled walnut grips, as well as carrying on the legacy of a superb single-action match-grade trigger. The Precision Machine stainless steel slide and frame continue the tradition of craftsmanship while providing an extremely accurate gun for modern match environments. The SIG SAUER P210 standard is imbued with the style and craftsmanship of the original, while adding the features expected in a modern handgun to create something distinctive in a market of contemporary handguns.